Okay, here's 601 County Road 2521, I believe it is. Just walking through this house and turning on the lights. I'm probably going to tell you it's a no-go. The floor is wavy. It's an old pier and beam house. So that happens with pier and beam houses fairly regularly. But what scares me is it looks like there's a lot of water. So if you can see, that looks like water stains there. I'm just afraid at the bottom of this house there might be a lot of water either sitting or standing. Newish water heater. HVAC is older, it looks like. Probably 2010, something around that range, so a little bit older. But right here, I don't know if you can see how kind of this floor is a little spongy. You have this floor is like raising, which it shouldn't. It's almost like it got really wet. This is a pier and beam house, so if it got really wet, I mean, this house would have had to really float to, there had to have been a lot of water to, get this much. So what I'm thinking it is there's water that is kind of standing under the house. You can kind of see here it's separating the floor by the shower. More water damage right there. So you can just kind of feel the floor as you walk around that it's definitely pretty rough shape. The foundation, which is pier and beam foundation. Here's some nice electrical work. I mean, this is an older box. It's a Federal Pacific box, which those are not wonderful on today's standard, but this house has been here for quite a while, so it hasn't burned down yet. But I mean, you can see here, like, this is water damage, this is water damage. All this by these windows are water damage, really bad. Looks like there used to be a door right here that they closed in. You can see that kind of buckle there. That kind of gives you some indication that there's water damage. This house, I mean, if it didn't have so much water damage, it would definitely be a usable house, as far as like the rooms are big. It needs some updating and stuff like that, but you throw a coat of paint even on this paneling, and it actually brightens up the rooms and brightens the house up. You take this carpet out, you're good to go. But because there's, this is a big bathroom. You could put a whole nother vanity right here. You can see kind of above here, some signs of foundation movement. In this paneling, you're not able to see it as good as if it was just drywall. But like you see separations, you know, up there. And then I don't know if you can pick up on that a little bit, but this ceiling in here is very wavy. So I'm, you know, if this is something y'all like, I mean, the property looks nice. We'll go around the back of the property. There's a super awesome wood burning stove. I mean, heck, that thing, it's a nice wood burning stove. Probably heat this entire house, no problem. Kitchen, you know, the kitchen's decent size. This would be where your eating area is. You have your living room. I would say you could tear down this wall, but it's a low-bearing wall, and then you would have kind of nowhere to put your refrigerator unless you put it over in this area. But that's a pretty intensive upgrade, is to rip out the low-bearing wall. But the property is nice. It's really nice. I'm gonna grab a key to the shop here. It's quiet. This is a quiet area. Quiet road. Neighbors, you know, look pretty good. Let's see, that key didn't work. Sorry, not one of these keys have worked on this house yet. The only way I've gotten in is this door was wide open. So let's see here. Try this other key. That was supposed to be for the house. No, that one doesn't work either. You know. But so, you know, it's a long and skinny property, which, you know, that's fine. The neighbors, you know, they keep their property nice. This looks like a long private drive, so you're a little close to the neighbors, but not bad. Nice little pond to fish back here. Walk up on a snake, most likely. Got another big shop back here. That's got power to it, that's really good. Try not to break my ankles. Heck, you could almost buy the property, tear down that house up front, and then finish out this building as a barn dominium. And I mean, it doesn't have plumbing out here, but that's something that could be put in. But yeah, it's actually a really nice, those might be well houses. Let me see if I can open one up. Oh no, this looks like it's got the typical outhouse moon on it. I'm allergic to bees, so I may not be, or wasps, I may not be going in here. Yep, that's what it is, an outhouse. I don't need to show you where you do your business in the outhouse, but just so you know. And I wonder if this is the same thing as an outhouse. It kind of doesn't make sense why it'd be two so close together, but let's see here. It's not used very often. Oh, just for old air compressor. Keep the air compressor for the shop clean and dry. So shop's nice and big. Let me see if we can get in it. Again, the key doesn't work for this one either. Nope. Yeah, definitely a property is what's going to sell this place for sure. You've got two big, good sized storage units. You got the shop here and then another garage here, plus this house. I mean, the house is not, it's not, what's the word I'm trying to say? It's not unsavable, but I do think it's gonna, you'd have to come in and probably replace the whole subfloor in the house and make sure that you took care of the drainage issues on this house, because I guarantee you I've been in enough houses and seen enough inspection reports now to know that when a floor is wavy like that and you can see evidence of water, most likely there's not a very good drainage system. And just walking around the house, I'll tell you right now, it's not vented all underneath the house, which means any moisture that gets under there stays. So that's what you're gonna have, mold under there, tons of mold that would need to be remediated. Because I've dealt with houses the same exact situations, pier and beam house, and the people put up the underskirting and underpinning and they didn't vent it properly, and so if water gets under there, it just sits and molds, and you have a ton of ground contact boards. So you also probably have termites that would need to be taken care of. Let me see if I can find crawl space in one of these closets and just see if that is what's probably going on here. I'm walking around this a little fast just because I don't know if y'all are interested in doing all of this work. And to be honest, I don't know if your lender, if the appraiser writes it up, the lender's probably not going to approve it. They're probably going to, there is mold. I haven't seen the crawl space yet. The only entrance I saw was outside that was screwed shut. So, yeah. So if an appraiser, I don't see any visible mold or mildew, but I mean, this floor is really, like, that's laminate flooring, and laminate flooring should not look like that. That's just, to me, all that says is that it's lots of water, lots of moisture. So, and it's probably just creeping up through the floor. So all this carpet, when you pull it up, there might be mold all underneath it. it's an old house. So as far as the bones are probably decent. But again, what you're getting into here with this house is lots of work as far as once you pull up this floor to assess the subfloor. I'm going to say you're probably going to have to put new subfloor in this entire house. So you're talking a large remodel of a house. That's a vacation house. So, that's the other thing too, is this is a vacation house, secondary house. So, you'd have to get some of this stuff figured out, because if not, it's just gonna eat away at it. Before you know it, you can come in and probably step through the floor because it's rotted out. So, but yeah, just let me know what you think. I'll tell you for sure, we would need to get a mold test on this house and be able to get underneath the house to look at it, and we'll go from there.